Hi, my name is Yasmin Rahman and I am the author of This Is My Truth. My other books include All the Things We Never Said, and my third book, Why Is Nobody Laughing, will be released on July 7th. Firstly, apologies for the lisp, I've just got braces and still getting used to them. I'm going to talk to you about this book today. This Is My Truth, with this gorgeous cover that matches my scarf. This Is My Truth is about two 16-year-olds, Amani and Huda, who are best friends and are about to take their GCSEs. They feel a lot of pressure on them to decide what they want to do with their lives and follow their passions. Amani in particular wants to be a video maker, but her father wants her to be a vet like him. She's very scared of her father because her big secret is that he is abusive towards her mother physically and mentally. So she's been keeping that a secret a long time and worries that if it came out, her family would be torn apart. So both of the girls are from Bengali backgrounds, Bangladeshi backgrounds, and so Amani's family is very steeped in the old culture. So she's got aunts and uncles who are like, just put up with it, you know, women should put up with things like this from their husbands and it's only a little slap, all that kind of very terrible outdated beliefs. So she is worried about that coming out to the public and everyone knowing. And then a prank blog starts up at school and it starts revealing students' secrets, embarrassing things, funny things, and Amani is terrified that her secret is going to be revealed. So that's the plot of the story and you have to read it to find out what happens. But so I wanted to write this book because domestic abuse is something that is never spoken about in our culture. As I said previously, I've grown up with the thoughts of, you know, just put up with it, it's normal, it's, you know, acceptable kind of thing, and forgive the men because they're obviously sorry, so it's okay, and all that rubbish. And I wanted to counteract that. You know, there must be so many people who are experiencing such things at home and they need to know that it's not okay. So I wanted to challenge that in my book. Most of my books are about taboo subjects that we don't speak about enough and trying to shed light on them to show that it's not okay to put up with, basically. So the two girls in this book, Amani and Huda, they've been best friends since they were 12, so about 4 or 5 years, and each of them thinks the other has the perfect life. So Amani is very jealous of Huda's foster parents, who are this young, very happy-go-lucky couple, whereas Huda is extremely jealous of the fact that Amani has her blood relatives, so her birth parents and a younger sibling, and they're a traditional family, so Huda really wants that. She loves her foster parents, but she's always terrified that they're just going to one day say, we don't want you anymore, and get rid of her, so she's scared of being upended like that. Whereas Amani thinks, you know, at least they love you and they love each other. So there's that whole thing of them thinking that their lives are perfect, but under the reality it's very much not perfect. So one thing I like to focus on in all my books is the theme of friendship, and that's always not exactly at odds but sort of parallel to family relationships. So I personally found that I could be myself more around my friends than with my family, and that comes out a lot within my characters in my books. So Amani feels like she can talk to Huda more openly than she could her parents or her younger sibling. And I also wanted to highlight the idea that not all families are traditional. So I don't think I've ever read a book that has a Muslim character in it who is in the care system. So I did a lot of research into that and wanted to do an authentic portrayal of someone in foster care, and she wears a hijab, so there's extra you know, difficulties with mahrams and, you know, being around men, and it's a whole different video, but basically it's a different type of family, and I like to show the idea that your friends can be part of your family. You know, they can be more to you than family, and that's okay. So one thing that attracts me to writing contemporary fiction is the idea that no matter what's going on in the book, there's something for each reader to relate with, to take away. So even if, you know, the reader hasn't been through an abusive situation or has no knowledge about abuse, they can still relate to other parts of the story. So there's a big theme around growing up and finishing your exams and moving out of school, and that fear of what to do with the rest of your life, which I'm sure we can all relate with, even still as an adult. So there's different things going on that don't feel far-fetched because it's real life, and you can recognize the surroundings of school, you can recognize the school day and the timings. It feels like your own life, and you can see that your fears are okay, that they're normal, that it's not just you being weird, which is very much how I grew up feeling. And I found a lot of solace in books, finding people who were going through the same things as me, and the same fears as me, and the same problems as me. And that's why I write contemporary fiction with Muslim characters, because I didn't have that growing up, and I want to be able to give that to the younger generation, to see themselves in books, but not just see themselves, but see, you know, problems that are unique to our culture. So while domestic abuse obviously does not discriminate by race or ethnicity or anything, the way that we react to it does, and the family background and the culture that comes into it, that's a completely different set of rules. And so I really want to present it in that way and have something there for young people to go to if they ever need that help or just want to read a nice story. I mean, nice probably isn't the best way to describe a book about domestic violence, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I will leave you with that. Thank you for listening to me. Hope you enjoyed This Is My Truth, and if you like my writing, do check out All the Things We Never Said, and my new book will be out in July. Thank you.